Okay guys, go grab some bacon because we are making the easiest recipe ever. This is what you're making for dinner tonight. 3 ingredients, so simple. You need some bacon, some pesto, and some chicken. I'm also gonna show you how to make some broccoli from the sides menus box. Everything today in the Passionate Penny Pincher store for a couple more days only with the code WHOLEFOOD is gonna be 20% off. So if you love this apron, y'all, grab your apron today. Use the code WHOLEFOOD at checkout to save 20% off any Passionate Penny Pincher stuff, including our menu planning boxes. Y'all tell me, how many boxes do you have? Which is your favorite box? Y'all, this dinner is gonna be so good tonight. So this, if you don't know what you're making for dinner tonight, this is gonna be it. I need you to go right now and I need you to grab some chicken and some pesto and some bacon. So tell me, yes, Laurie, I have chicken, bacon, and pesto in my house, or say, no, Laurie, I don't have those. How many of y'all already have chicken, bacon, and pesto? I feel like chicken and pesto should be staples that you should, if you like pesto, always have. I don't know that I'd call bacon a staple, but it is pretty yummy. All we're gonna do is we've marinated this overnight, but if you start it right now, it's not too late. You can go start it right now, pop it in your fridge, let it marinate all day. All you're gonna do is slice up. You can see I kind of made decent sized little pieces of my chicken. And then I'm just gonna layer them, and I should have shown y'all. I will show you in a second. This is a pan that has a baking sheet on it. So how many of y'all have a pan with a baking sheet on it? This is a pan that has that, and that way I put some parchment paper. I should have shown y'all the directions. I messed this up. I should have shown you that before, but I didn't. So anyways, hopefully you'll see how I'll show you at the very end after I've touched my chicken guts. Tell me what you're making. You are, Laura, you have some pesto. Awesome. Also, guys, hit that share this button. We will enter you to win a $25 Amazon gift card as we sit here and roll our bacon wrapped chicken guts. Good morning, Stacy. So glad to see you. Hey, Deliska, you have 2 boxes, Celebration, and 5 ingredients. All the other PDFs. I love that, except gluten-free. Love that. You don't even have a baking sheet pan. You don't own a baking sheet. Tanisha, what do you use? So how do you make cookies, Tanisha? I'm very curious. Okay, I want to know your secrets because I'm betting you're kind of a minimalist and you know how to do things with less, which is actually a rock star penny pincher skill, is like, what things do you not need in your house? So I'd love to hear, what do you use for your baking sheets and your cookies? Crystal is making the creamy Italian chicken from the 5 ingredient box. Crystal, that is one of my kids' favorites. They absolutely love it. Okay, y'all see, all I'm doing is just wrapping up my chicken guts in bacon. You love pesto and you make your own basil pesto. Yum, Vale. How do you do that? Vale, by the way, Shannon said that she saw you, I think last week, and she said it was wonderful to see you. She said you are very petite, which she sent us a picture, and I was so happy to see you. So I hope you've had a great day. So glad to see you. Hey, Martha, so glad you're here, y'all. Hit that share this button. We will enter you to win a $25 Amazon gift card. Okay, there's my bacon chicken. Now, we're gonna go do our broccoli, and I'm gonna show you what this is gonna look like. Let me show you the trick to this recipe that I messed up and didn't show before. So what I've got here is a baking sheet that has a cookie cutter on top, a cookie sheet. What is that called? What's this called? What is this thing called? The grid thingy. Y'all give me a name for that this morning. I've got some parchment underneath that. And so basically, okay, Tanisha, I want to see your thing. She uses a baking pan like a cake pan, and you use aluminum foil. Okay, Tanisha, that is so smart because it keeps you probably having more space by not having so much clutter in your what I would do if I was making this, Tanisha, is I would just put some foil in your pan. And I even thought about last night, this would be so much prettier in a casserole dish. The only downside the thing that's nice about having a sheet is that all of your bacon drippings are gonna go down into the bottom. Cooling rack, thank you. Y'all, I forget all of my words when I'm on Facebook Live, so I appreciate that y'all help me. Now that you've done this, all you're gonna do is you're gonna bake this at 400 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. If you like extra crunchy bacon, you will go ahead and just cook it a little bit higher for the last few minutes. That is it. So now we're gonna make the broccoli. Hang on just a second. Thank y'all for the cooling rack. Hey, Kay, thank you so much for that. A rack, y'all, I'm telling you. Now we're gonna run over here, we're gonna make the broccoli, and then I'm gonna show you what this one looks like. So here is our broccoli stuff. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna melt 1/3 cup of butter. So let me get that started in here. Which, I'm gonna turn the right one on to be able to do that. That would be the wrong one. Okay, so I'm gonna melt my 1/3 cup of butter. This is a great recipe if you're doing keto. Bye, Reagan. Love you, baby. I've already steamed my broccoli, so I've got broccoli here that's fresh this morning. I'm going to go ahead and I'll drain that. I'm I'm gonna take my butter and I'm gonna melt. This is about 1/3 cup of butter. And what I'm gonna do next is, y'all see this? You have a baking sheet from Ross. It's got it for $5.99. It's a Wilton brand. You got it during Christmas and made, oh my gosh, did you make the Christmas crack in that baking sheet, Deliska? I love that. Grid work rack for cooling and cooling. Okay. The cooling rack, I can't believe I couldn't think of that this morning, y'all. We're gonna take our butter. Now we're gonna add in, we're gonna let this melt. And like I said, this is about 1/3 cup of butter. We're gonna add in a tablespoon of brown sugar, which if you're eating keto, this is the only type of thing that is not, that is sugar. This is your only sugar that will be in this recipe today. It's your only carbs. So this is such a great keto day. All of this stuff, the bacon, the pesto, I believe, is pesto gluten-free? Or I'm sorry, pesto is free of carbs, I believe. I'm 99% sure that's right. Bacon and chicken definitely are. So all you're gonna use, the only thing that here would be the brown sugar, and you could skip that if you wanted, if you didn't want to use it. Then you're gonna add in about 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, I'm gonna guess. You're gonna add in a tablespoon of white vinegar. This is just distilled white vinegar, so we're gonna add a tablespoon of that in. And at the end, I'm gonna show you all the chicken. We're gonna add in a little bit of pepper. If you are tired of plain old boring broccoli, this one is gonna taste so good. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. And then we're gonna add in a little bit of garlic. Oh, I just added a lot of garlic. That was a whole lot of garlic. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this broccoli, I gotta take my broccoli and I gotta drain it real fast. So I've got my broccoli here. See, oh my gosh, y'all, this smells so, I wish I had, why has someone not created smell-o-vision yet? If you can, of course, sometimes we wouldn't really want to smell other people's stuff, but this smells so good. You have to try this. It's so yummy. Then the next thing we are going to do is we are just going to add, mix some brown sugar, soy sauce, pepper, and garlic, remove the heat. We're going to add in we're going to turn this off. We're going to add in about 1/3 cup of cashews. Now you want the salted cashews. We're gonna add those in. Oh my gosh, this is so yummy. And then the last thing we're gonna do, you guys, is we're gonna add in that fresh broccoli. I do feel like my broccoli is a little overcooked, but this is a low carb side. It has 200 calories and 7 net carbs. So we're gonna have that. The bacon pesto is gonna have like no carbs. Super, super simple. Do y'all wanna see this one? Guys, don't forget 20% off all of the stuff at the Passionate Penny Pincher shop today with the code Whole Food at checkout. Let me show you guys what we're having now. Okay, so here's what you're making. For all of you, who doesn't know what they're making for dinner tonight? Say, Lori, I don't know what I'm making for dinner tonight, and I'll say hi to you. I think I got stuff on my face. I think that's pesto on my face. Good morning, it's one of your favorites. Jennifer, isn't it so good? Jennifer, is the broccoli your favorite? Tell me what's your favorite. It always makes me nervous when you're with your handle sticking out over your stove. Oh, I should fix that. Bale said she was thrilled to see Shannon. I am so glad. Okay, so who doesn't know what they're making for dinner tonight? This is what you're making, friends. You are gonna make the broccoli cashews, right? Okay, that's easy. This is from the side series, but y'all could just make fresh broccoli. If you don't have this box and you're like, Lori, it's not in our budget, you could just make some fresh broccoli. And then you're gonna be super keto friendly. And here is the, hang on. Here was the before. This never happens, but I'm saving this for dinner tonight. So this was the before of the pesto chicken bundles. And here is the after. Plate it. And I'm gonna grab some knives. Okay, I'm gonna get a knife and a fork. And y'all can tell me what you think about it. I think I'm gonna eat it actually for lunch today. So let's see. Here's your dinner. Bacon wrapped chicken pesto. Do y'all want me to try it? I may actually try it. I have not tried this one before, so I'm kind of curious while it's still hot. I normally try to fast a little bit more, but y'all need to know if it's any good. Is it cooked through? Here, look, is it cooked? Let's see if it tastes yummy. You made it yesterday, but you used pistachios because it was all you had. Oh. Okay. That is really good. Like, That is really, really good. I'm checking to make sure. I always get freaked out by chicken. It's 100% cooked. Oh my gosh, you guys. If you need a keto recipe, oh my gosh. Y'all, this Whole Foods box, if you don't have it, that is so good. So now I have my dinner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep this for my family tonight, eat for dinner tonight. I got up and I worked out at 5 o'clock this morning, so I'm pretty hungry. So I'm going to sit here and enjoy it. I'm sitting here. I freak out, and I think with the bacon, I was like, is that chicken cooked? I'll let y'all look at it. It is cooked. But I always feel like I have to look. Jaliska. That is so good. Well, I guess I just made myself breakfast. What I also love is if you are like me, and as you're getting older, people say you need to get more protein in your diet. So much good protein in there. So much healthy fats. Like, that is such a good, hearty recipe. So that's what you're making for dinner tonight. You guys, do this one. I promise it's going to be worth it. Don't forget, today, if you use the code WholeFood at checkout, you can save 20% off all of our menu planning boxes. Guys, this code is going to end. I think we've got 2 days left on the code. Code ends in 2 days. You're going to get 20% off everything $50 or more. And the best thing is, you guys, on Easter morning, how many of you guys want for Easter Sunday? How many of y'all are cooking? Who cooks on Easter Sunday? If you're like me and you do some cooking on Easter Sunday and you want a cute apron, you will save 20% off on the aprons also when you spend $50 or more. So grab yourself an apron and something else. Y'all have an amazing day. Make this or something yummy for dinner tonight. I am so thankful for you. And dinner was going to be so yummy. Have a beautiful day, guys. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye, guys.